Hello again, I'm Adam and welcome to day 15 of my 31 days of horror. And tonight, it's Alien Cubed! Now, once again, I realise it's a bit weird that I'm jumping in at the sequel, but I have done Alien and Aliens for the last 2 years on my blog. So if you want to check that out, head to www.ap-tyler.co.uk, which you might be on right now, but let's not think about that. So yeah, I guess I've got to this one now.
Here, in a world where the sun burns cold and the wind blows colder, a visitor has come, but not by herself.
It started.
The suspense is back.
And we have no weapons of any kind?
The fear is back.
Don't look back, dude! Run as fast as you can!
And most of all, the bitch is back. Alien 3.
Do you remember Aliens? You know, the 80s action blockbuster-come-sci-fi-horror that blew everyone away? The one where the heroes blast their way to freedom and Ripley and her friends settle in for a new life of peace and love. Yeah, well, forget it. Alien to the Power of 3 kicks off by revealing that everyone's dead. Fuck everything. I say everyone. There is at least one survivor on board the escape pod, Ellen Ripley, who, from her perspective, is probably having the worst week of her life right now. The pod crash lands on Fury 161, a penal colony, and metal foundry on a desolate rock somewhere in deep space. The colony is home to the deranged, the desperate, and the mad, all made up of the finest and most recognisable British actors of the time. Things take a turn for the worse, however, when it's revealed that there was one other survivor on the escape pod, one with more malicious intent. He's a facehugger, and the first thing he latches onto is Spike, a Rottweiler. Or if you're watching the special edition, Babe, the oxen. Whatever happens, the creature that bursts out of the insert four-legged creature here is a little bit different to what we're used to. Stuck with a band of inmates on a desolate rock with no hope for survival and a running xenomorph, things are looking bleak for Ripley. Too bleak for most audiences, as it happens. Alien the Third is fairly universally hated, I think it's fair to say. As films go, I mean, it's dark, it's depressing, and it's all just a bit disappointing, I guess. You can blame studio involvement for that. David Fincher is credited as the director, but not that he'd want to be. Production was said to be an absolute nightmare. There is an assembly cut of the film, which goes a long way to making it better. Not even the truly, genuinely exceptional performances of actors like Charles Dance, Brian Glover, who I always liked, and of course Sigourney Weaver is still excellent. But it's not enough to make this film an enjoyable watch at all. The opening sequence still turns my stomach since the first time I saw it. I mean, hey, maybe that's the point, but even so. But hey, maybe that's the point. To be honest, I'd stick to the 1979 Alien myself. Anyway, see you tomorrow.